Hey y'all, so it was put on my heart to bring you all this cooking video today. Every time I post my stuffed peppers on YouTube shorts or TikTok or reels, they do very well as far as like views. So I thought I'd show you a detailed video of how I actually make them. I usually make them with you know, like plant-based grounds. Last time I made them with jackfruit. This time I'm gonna make them with some grilled chicken that's already been cooked, and I'll show you that as well. But I'm gonna let you know exactly what I'm doing and take you step by step, and I hope this video is helpful. So one of the first things I do is I soak my rice to get some of the starch off, and then I put it in the rice cooker, and this I'm cooking it in vegetable broth. So you know, however much rice you use, double the liquid. And for my rice cooker, I double the liquid, and I'm just a little bit shy because I realize when I'm just a little bit shy of doubling the liquid, it makes the rice come out better in my rice cooker. The next thing I do is I cut the peppers in half. I know some people stuff them from the top, but I like to cut them in half and stuff them like this. So I cut them in half, take the middle out, take the seeds out, and then I spray them with whatever oil I have available. I believe this is olive oil, and then I season them. Let me show you what I season. This is what I use to season the peppers. It's very important to season your peppers because when you stuff your peppers, you want to be able to eat the pepper, not just the inside. And it makes it good when you season the peppers. So I season them, and then I put them in the air fryer. We're about to do that here shortly. I'm going to put them in the air fryer at 400 for 15 minutes, which on my air fryer is the fry setting, so it's just easy for me to remember it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and then I'll be back. Okay, these are some black beans from the last time I made stuffed peppers, so I'm just gonna use the rest of these today. And then this is the chicken I'm using, 100% natural. It's already cooked, and I got this from Costco, and it came with another pack this same size attached to it, and I stuck it in the freezer. And we're going to be using some purple or red onion and the rice, and then we're going to use some Parmesan and some vegan mozzarella. These onions are raw, and I like to saute my onions a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do, even though this is already fully cooked and ready to eat, I'm gonna saute these onions with the chicken and just warm them up a little bit, just so you know, I don't want to put them in there raw. So that's what I'm gonna do. I could just saute them by themselves, because I'm gonna end up putting it all back in the air fryer again, but I'm gonna saute them together, add a little more flavor to the chicken, which is, I've had some earlier today. It's actually very good. It tastes very good. Yeah, it tastes very good. I don't see there's any extra seasoning on it. I had it earlier in some leaf tacos, so maybe the seasoning from my zucchini made it taste good, but it's good. Okay, so this is the chicken. This week I started like weighing out my food. So this is 100 grams. I'm going to split it between the 4 halves of peppers. And then we're about to drain these beans. I cooked these beans with some taco seasoning and some onions. So I'm just going to drain them, get those measured out, and figure out how much I want to put in each one. And then, yeah, we're going to go from there. Okay, so the peppers are really soft, as you can see. I left them in there at 415 minutes. Maybe they could have done a little less time, maybe like 8-9 minutes, because this one is this one almost missing, but that's okay. We still gonna stuff it. It's still gonna taste great, because at the end of the day, you end up cutting it with a knife and eating it all together anyway, so it will work out. And this has been going for a little bit, so I'm gonna take this off the heat and go ahead and put it in our bowl with our cheese to go ahead and start getting things nice and melted. Okay, so I've already measured out the vegan mozzarella that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna add the chicken and the onions right into the bowl. And the last thing we're waiting for is the rice, which if I was using white rice, it would have already been done, but you know, brown rice takes a little bit longer. But you can definitely use whatever rice you want. I'm just trying to get rid of the brown rice that we have, so that's what I'm using today. Okay, and you haven't seen me add any seasoning except to the peppers, because remember when I cooked these black beans, I did cook them in taco seasoning, so they are already seasoned. Oh, my battery's about to die. Gotta switch batteries. Okay, the rice just went off. We're gonna add a little slither of butter, get that melted in, and then we're going to measure out our rice. Okay, y'all, we got our rice. We'll go ahead and add that in there. And I will have the macros and everything for these stuffed peppers. I will tell y'all what I have not measured is the onions I added. Because, you know, onions, I feel like that's probably not a lot of calories or anything. So I did not measure the onions. But everything else I measured. I included the peppers, the rice, the beans, the chicken, the mozzarella cheese, the vegan mozzarella cheese. Everything, the Parmesan, the regular Parmesan I'm gonna put on top. Everything, okay, everything. Now, what I'm gonna do, and how I did it was I, you know, figured out how much I was gonna make for all 4 of them, and then I just divided it by 4. So what I'm gonna do is kind of try to split this first, get it as mixed up as possible, and then I'm gonna try to divide it as evenly as possible as I can into the 4 halves of the peppers. So I'm just gonna kind of smush it down like I would if I was making veggie burgers, and then kind of score it. So, you know, the measurements may not be perfect, but I did my best, you know, around about. And do it like this, and then do it like this. Boop. And that's what we're gonna do. Now, let's get the stuff in the peppers. I'm gonna grab a smaller spoon. Start with this one. And I'm just stuffing them the best I can. They're probably gonna be hanging out and over, but that's okay. That's definitely why it's important, if you're gonna use an air fryer, to put foil down to catch the leftovers. You can always kind of serve them high if it'll stay. Stack it up. Good thing about using the cheese and it getting melted, it'll help it stay kind of stacked up as you stuff it, especially if you like to cut them in half and stuff them like me. When we eat this, we only eat 1/2 of the pepper. You could definitely eat 2 halves of the pepper. It just depends on your appetite, but I serve it with chips and salsa, so that pretty much fills us up. That'll be our dinner for tonight. And this is my first time making stuffed peppers with chicken, so I'm excited. You could definitely make it with anything else. I've also had the idea to make them with shrimp. So definitely comment down below if that's a video you want to see. I definitely believe I will be trying that. All right, 2 more halves to go. Oh, y'all, I jumped so hard I thought my bowl was falling. This is the pepper that I was like, oh, I did too much. But that's okay. This pepper finna get all this goodness to the best of my ability. We got 1/4 of a section of our mix to go. And we gonna put it in this pepper, honey. Okay, because like I said, when I serve it, I will serve what's falling out as well, so nobody is cheated. And with the cheese being in there, it's stacking up very well. Okay, boom. Let me show y'all the bowl. So that's the bowl after I've stuffed the peppers. Those are the peppers, and now we're about to add Parmesan cheese on top and pop them back in the air fryer. Oh, y'all, they heavy. Heavy, heavy. These peppers so heavy to me. Heavy, heavy. These peppers so heavy to me. Okay, now we're about to turn these peppers on for a little bit. We're gonna do 350 for 7 minutes. I mean, we should be good to go. Everything should be nice, melted and combined.